Using SOHCAHtoa, we're going to find the measure of P. Okay, so this angle here. What's the first thing you should do here? Whenever you're using SOHCAHtoa, what's the first thing you should do? Okay, we know this is opposite because it's opposite the angle that they're asking you to find. 8 meters would be what? Adjacent. And then 9.4 is the hypotenuse. Okay, so we have actually all three sides here, so it doesn't matter which ratio we use, sine, cos, or tan, does it matter? No, because we have every single side length labeled. Okay, so which ratio do you guys want to use? So we're going to work with the opposite and the adjacent side lengths. Tan, right? Tan. Do we know the angle? So what should I call that? P in this case, okay? Equals, what's the opposite side length? Opposite over what? Adjacent. In this example, we don't know the angle, but we do know the ratio. What's 5 divided by 8 as a decimal? So 10p is equal to 0.625. Yeah, we're trying to find the angle, right? Whenever you need to find the angle, you're going to push your shift button on your calculator or second. We're finding P. We're finding this angle here. So we're going to punch in shift P. We know the ratio. That way we can figure out what is this angle approximately equal to the nearest degree. You should get 32 degrees. Good. The question gives you a triangle and it says solve. That means you need to find every single unknown side length and every single angle that's unknown. So in this case, we don't know, let's call this x, okay? And we don't know y, let's call that y, and we don't know angle A. Only have one angle indicated. Let's label our triangle in relation to this angle here. So let's label the sides. 10 centimeters, where would that be in relation to the angle B? Adjacent, opposite, or hypotenuse? Opposite, because it's not touching it. X would be adjacent, and Y would be the hypotenuse. Okay, well, we're going to use SOHCAHtoa. We have to figure out which ratio we're going to use. So, you guys want to solve for X or Y first?
X.
X? Okay, so we have the opposite side length. We need to find the adjacent. Which ratio uses opposite and adjacent? Look for O and A. 10, good. So, we're going to use this ratio. 10, what's the angle? Angle what? 30 equals what? The ratio states that it's the opposite over the adjacent. 10 over x, good. Can we solve for x? Yeah, cross multiply. Put this over 1, and we're going to cross multiply, so I'll do this one with you. We're multiplying 10, 30 times x, right? And then we're multiplying 1 times 10. What's 1 times 10? 10. To divide by tan 30, right? If I divide this by itself, it will cancel out. Because my goal is to get this x by itself, right? Well, if I divide the left side by tan 30, what do I have to do to the right side? Divide by tan 30. So this has been canceled out. I just have my x. And now we need to do this on the calculator. 10 divided by tan 30. So let's round it to the nearest centimeter. X is equal to 17 centimeters. But the question said solve the triangle. We have one angle, two side lengths. Okay, so I just redrew the triangle. We can still label it. We still have one angle, right? This doesn't change. This is still adjacent. This is still opposite. We need to find the hypotenuse. Can we use tan? No. Why not? We need to know the hypotenuse. So we need to use a ratio that deals with hypotenuse. This one doesn't. So, can we use sine or cos? Yes, why? Do you know the opposite? Do you know the adjacent? So which one do you want to use? Doesn't matter. Okay, and we had this labeled as y. So we're going to use cos. Look here for a sec. Cos 30. Again, we're still working with this angle. Equals, well, which side is adjacent? 17 over what? Hypotenuse, right? So y. Put this over 1, cross multiply. Cos 30 times y equals 1 times 17, which is 17. This by cos 30, that cancels out. We have to divide this side by cos 30. Y equals approximately 20 centimeters. Again, the question said solve the triangle. We have 1, 2, 3 side lengths. We know this angle because it was given. Do we know this angle? 90. We need to find angle A. There's a couple ways we can do this. What's the easiest way to find the missing angle? Right. We know that a triangle has to add up to 180. So if we add 30 plus 90 and subtract it from 180, that will give us angle A. A equals 60 degrees, okay? So now we have completed the question. We've solved the triangle. We found all missing angles, all missing side lengths.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.